Oliver Cromwell was born on April 25, 1599 in Huntingdon, a small town in eastern England. He belonged to a family with noble roots of the gentry class, connected to the larger Cromwell family, which had ties to Thomas Cromwell, the powerful minister of King Henry VIII. His mother, Elizabeth Stuart, came from a respectable and well-educated family, while his father, Robert Cromwell, was a wealthy farmer, though not fully aristocratic. Cromwell grew up in a Protestant, religious environment and had 9 siblings. He lost his father at a young age, which thrust him into the responsibility of caring for his family. Cromwell received his early education at Huntingdon Grammar School and later attended Sidney Sussex College, Cambridge, in 1616. However, he did not complete his university studies due to his father's death, forcing him to return home to care for his mother and siblings. During his youth, Cromwell lived a relatively quiet life, though he was drawn to religious work and social reform. In 1620, Cromwell married Elizabeth Borgia, who came from a noble family. Together, they had 9 children. Cromwell was a devoted and loving father, and his family played a significant role in his later life. In his 30s, Cromwell experienced a severe spiritual crisis that led him to embrace Protestantism more fervently, particularly Puritanism, which emphasized simplicity and piety in worship and personal life. This religious transformation significantly influenced his political career. Cromwell began his political career when he was elected to the House of Commons in 1628. He became known in Parliament for his opposition to King Charles I and his policies, especially regarding taxes and religious freedoms. When the English Civil War broke out in 1642 between King Charles I and his royalist supporters on one side and Parliament and its supporters on the other, Cromwell emerged as a leading military figure. He led the New Model Army, a parliamentarian force composed of disciplined and devout volunteer soldiers. Under his command, the parliamentarian forces achieved decisive victories over the Royalists. Cromwell's most notable victories were the Battle of Marston Moor in 1644 and the Battle of Naseby in 1645. These victories were crucial in turning the tide of the war in favor of Parliament, ultimately leading to the defeat of King Charles I's forces. After the war, Cromwell became one of the leading figures calling for the trial of King Charles I on charges of high treason. In 1649, Charles I was executed, and the English Commonwealth, a new republican government, was declared. In 1653, Cromwell took on the title of Lord Protector, becoming the de facto ruler of England, Scotland, and Ireland. He governed with a firm hand, seeking to impose Puritan principles across the nation. He implemented legal, social, and economic reforms, but also suppressed religious and political freedoms.